if you have a contract, if your contract doesn't have this in place, a union contract, when it comes up for negotiation, ask your members that you want to have time in lieu. So instead of having, let's say, you do 4 hours overtime, which is 6 straight hours, so you would get paid 4 hours overtime, but you get tax on that. But ask for time in lieu, which is 6 hours straight, 6 hours off of work. The government can't touch that. It can't tax time.
Yeah.
If they...
You see, my company is, I love my company, very good company. I'll tell you the name. My company's name is Philomat Composites, okay? If we do not make a full 40 during the week... And
quota? You got a quota?
No,
like you got a certain amount?
No. We don't have a quota. If we were sick or whatever during 5 days out of the week or 40 hours, right? They say come in Saturday, we get paid. Time and a half. My company's never implemented the 44-hour new law that's been like improvised. You remember that?
Yeah.
You know, so
it's even worse.
Yeah, which is even worse. So like, what you pricks are thinking about? I mean, you're working us to death already. You raise my property tax.
You're talking about government.
The government, yeah, of course. Not you, the Canadian general, the public, because I'm Canadian just like you, man. I'm just saying. But you know, if they were to give us that OT.
Overtime.
Which is overtime, our money, right? You know, man, you want to see this economy boom.
See, listen, kids, this is not affecting you right now, but if your parents who work, let's say, hourly wages, if they did overtime and it wasn't taxed, they'd have a lot more money to take you guys out to movies,
vacations,
vacations. So it affects you too, children.
And it affects marriages. You know why it affects marriages? Because by the end of the week, when I'm just meeting ends, you know, that, and when I do my overtime and I get like for 8-10 hours, I get like 50-60 bucks. You know what I mean? I would love to take my wife on a vacation. But you know what? Guess what? I can't do it. You know why? Because you assholes steal my money. You do. You steal my money. And you know what you do? You put in the political coppers what you got, right? You know what? There's only, you know, there ain't no difference between you guys and a fucking bunch of gangsters, man. You know? Honestly.
Well, it's pretty strong words, but I guess we're feeling pretty strongly about this.
Because it's the truth. I'm the one that's going out there working, paying for you. You remember that,
yeah,
man?
we're getting up like 5:30 in the morning.
5:30, hell with that shit. I wake up 4:30 every day, man.
Okay, well, but you finish earlier though. You finish at 3 or 3:30.
I finish 3:30, but I have to put in extra because the company needs me.
Yeah.
But I only can do so much before they tax me. And I told my boys at work, I said, don't do, you know, I have to tell my guys. I said, listen, man, because we work in crews. I said, don't do any more than 10 hours. One of my guys came back and says, he'll never do it again. He says, he'll only work like when I worked 4 to 6 hours, that's it. You know, but of course...
Don't tax the overtime, Mr. Government.
But I shouldn't give you guys this information because you'll probably find a loophole not to tax my asshole again. You know what I mean? But you know what? What goes around comes around. Because you may be eating a big-ass T-bone steak while us dudes are fucking breathing in fucking fumes and eating fucking whatever the shit we work with.
It's all related. It's all connected.
If
we're not happy, it'll trickle through. The economy will suffer. Your favorite...
Nah, it can never suffer because it taxes so much it can keep the economy going.
There's not enough rich people to buy all the goods and services that's necessary to keep the country going. There's not enough rich people to do it.
What is a status to say, well, Toronto is the highest living city? Is it a status? Is it really that important?
The highest cost of living.
Cost of living? Is that important when you're starving the people?
I hear Vancouver's pretty high too.
Oh, Vancouver, yeah. Vancouver's pretty high.
Hey, but they got the ocean. That's real nice.
Yeah, at least I could fish for a living.
You could fish. Hey, if this Lake Ontario was an ocean, this would be one of the nicest places ever. I'm telling you right now.
But listen, politicians, we're out there, and there's lots of people like us. Lots of people like us.
Fed up,
fed up, man. Because you know what? Because you tax my ass all the time, man. I can't escape.
You know what bugs me? I just thought about this. You buy a car, you pay tax on it, okay? 15 or 14% now, whatever. Okay, you sell that car, and the guy who buys it, he pays tax on it. that car has been taxed fully 100%.
Okay, you want to hear something even worse than that?
Why is it being taxed again?
Check this out.
It's
you get
greed.
your paycheck.
Greed.
You get your paycheck. So let's say how much comes off. So if you get $1,000, you get $700, $720. Okay? So you got $720. You think, I'm a rich man, I got $720. But when you go to the store, you still pay 15% or 14%.
14%.
So you got to take 14.
That dollar
so
again.
that dollar's worth, what, 88, 86? What was it?
Well, 1,000 will drop down to like $600.
So you see?
Or 580, whatever.
But you can still keep going on that $600 because you're still paying tax, paying tax, paying tax, paying tax. When does it end?
And bank fees.
You know what?
Bank fees, that's another thing.
Robin Hood had a good idea.
Take from the rich,
give to the poor.
give to the poor.
You know?
Well, you know what I mean. I don't know about that. I totally agree with capitalism, free enterprise. That's a great idea. You know, if you got a great idea, go ahead and make something of it. You know, maybe you'll have a successful business. That's great. But I'm talking about the government. And employers, wait a minute, they can do their part too. Pay the person proper wages. Okay, stop looking at the books and, oh my God, we got to save money somehow. Because if you're paying them good wages, that goes back into the economy. And your products and services are going to be used or could be afforded by other people because those companies are paying those other people good wages and everybody benefits.
What Rocky do? You know, you can't blame the companies on this. You understand?
No, you
know what?
Listen to me.
Because even if the company paid the employees more money, guess who takes it? You guys, the government.
The government, I know, but the employer will have more money left over to buy goods or services of other companies.
Example.
Right? It all relates.
Example.
Everybody's helping each other.
We see.
In a roundabout way. Meanwhile, in 18 years, taxes have gone up.
Yeah.
Oh, and gas has gone up.
So it took all my money. It took all my money. So that means it took all those taxes, all those years that I've worked. I made more money if you put it down in figures at $14 an hour.
Oh yeah. You know what? Our parents back then, in the day when they were making $7, $8 an hour, they had more disposable income in their pockets.
That's the word.
Disposable income back then than we do now. So our parents were better off back then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what's going on here? I mean,
something's wrong.
The wages aren't.
They're not compatible.
They're not increasing fast enough, or the taxes are just way too much.
It's not compatible. We're getting screwed.
Where are you going?
Next election, I'm voting Green Party. And I think the rest of all TOs going to hopefully vote for the Green Party. You know?
I don't really know their platform offhand.
We don't need a platform because obviously they have no platform. The only platform that the government has is to take our money. Oh, we do have OHIP.
Oh, wait a minute. We have to thank McGinty though for giving us that family day. Did you get that?
Oh,
I got that.
Yes, but
thank you,
yes,
Mr. McGinty.
Thank you, Mr. Ginty. So you like McGinty?
Well, I don't really know the person, but I'm just saying, you know, I appreciate that, and it's about time a politician recognize how important family is to society. Family is the basic foundation of our society. If family's ruined, if there's not enough time for family to be a family, then everything will fail. Everything will start to crumble.
Well, McGinty,
so it's about time.
Well, McGinty, it looks like you had a long, rough road where you got. Okay.
It's about time that family was recognized. Thank you, Mr. McGinty.